Previously on Casual Couch Gaming. Last time, Chunky struggled big time in the minecart minigame and fails to claim the prize. However, he heads to the mill and unlocks a banana. And now, for today's episode. So the last we left off, Tiny was faced with the giant spider. So let's see how she does today. This will be the conclusion of the epic fight between her and these spiders. Already taking out the spider minions, the spider wakes up and Tiny shoots him in the eye. He seems to have gotten her with some green gunk. Why is she heading towards the center of the web? Oh, I see. The green gunk adds a status effect, and I think the controls were reversed. So watch out for that green gunk there, Tiny. Quick, shoot his eye. Quick, quick. Nope. He falls asleep. That feather heads towards his minions, so you have to kill the tiny spiders before you can shoot at him. Watch out for that. Man, the spider certainly knows what he's doing. Tiny nailing him in the eyes. Nice shot. He got one of his minions though. Watch out. Ooh, that yellow. Was it the red one? Ugh. And he got us. Tiny is moving really slow. So now we've been affected with a slow status. She's trying to defeat this tiny spiderling, but she lost quite a number of health slices from that battle. Shooting the spider accurately in the eye, he sends more of his minions after Tiny as he snores in the background. Will Tiny prevail here, or will the spiders have the advantage as he spits out more poison? I've never heard of a spider spitting out poison though, so that's an interesting mechanic. Killing those two as he spits out two more poison bits. He hasn't woken up. One spider still survived. He wakes up and Tiny waits to shoot him accurately in the eye. How many more times do we have to do this? I wonder. Tiny trying to avoid the spiders. Quick, get the one in the middle. Grab the one in the middle. Tiny powering up her crystal coconut ability. I think she should reserve that. She doesn't have many left. Ooh. I think that was a critical hit to the spider as he bounces off his thread and starts to shrink. Yep, I dare say this boss is in the bag. Go get him, Tiny. Go get him. Missing that crystal coconut power-up. Will she be able to defeat him here? There we go. Nice. As he coils over in agony and becomes defeated. Tiny is awarded with a banana for her heroic efforts of defeating the spider. Bringing our total to 120 bananas in Fungi Forest. Well, where do we go now? I believe that's all the bananas for all the Kongs. We've pretty much explored everywhere except for the treetop. We haven't done that yet with Tiny. We still need to go get the banana for Tiny there. So let's head there, shall we? With another fast forward time. Enjoy. Here we are. Nice and easy. So remember when I pointed out with Chunky the switch for Tiny? You activate it here, and the barrel appears up there. So I'm going to fast forward this because I completely forgot where it was. And failed it miserably, as you can see. Waited for the timer to elapse, and reactivated it again. So this is how you properly do it. Runway Tiny. Already off to a bad start. Never mind. So you go up this first ladder, head to the left, go up the second ladder, head left again, and ponytail twirl over the gaps. Well, you don't really need to. You can probably make that distance and enter into the the bonus barrel.
Welcome to bonus
And the
day.
bonus today is called Speedy Swing Sortie. Now, I think we have done a few of these before. Bounce up into the trees and collect all the coins. But this one is not easy. They get harder and harder as they progress. And Tiny already making a terrible start by going past the tree and struggling to get up to the mushroom. Quick, Tiny, time's a ticking. The more time you waste, the less time we have to get all those coins. Now, I have noticed something. Those coins are at different heights. So, whoa. Tiny falling off the tree, almost falling off the tree. We're wasting a lot of time here. That's cost Tiny a lot of valuable seconds there. So, she's got 6 seconds left and 7 tokens to get. I don't think Tiny's going to make it here. Nope, we ran out of time. I think we could definitely do that again, but like I said, now what I'm doing is aiming to progress the game rather than do mini games over and over and over again. So I will give them a try again later down the track, but for now, I'm just going to try and get to the end of the game as quick as possible. So, I dare say it's boss time. But still, first we need to collect Tiny's blueprint, don't we? Because we haven't done that yet. At least I can't remember anyway. And I fell off there. I think I forgot where I was supposed to be going for Tiny's blueprint, so enjoy. Oh dear. If you're following this, remember, it's so easy to forget where the blueprints are. It's always good to have a mental note, or if you have a notepad, go here with Tiny, head out the door, and her blueprint is a little bit further around, just here. Tiny powers up her crystal coconut ability and KOs the guy to collect her blueprint. Collecting some purple coins, bringing the total of coins to 106. You guys heard that? It was like a weird cymbal sound. Oh wait, fast forward. Now where are we off to? The number 5 teleport pad, which means we're off to the boss room. Boss time. Big boss time. As always, what I do here is I swap to Donkey Kong. And I think we have more than enough bananas. We need 300. That's a lot of bananas. And again, I still don't understand how he could eat 300 bananas. That's a lot of bananas. I'm surprised that you'd be sick after eating 5 bananas, or half a dozen, surely. But this guy eats like hundreds of bananas and never gets sick. He must have an iron cast stomach. The pig slowly unlocks the door, and who can we guess will be appearing on the door? Whose face will it be? Dun 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 dun! Chunky! Step on up, Chunky, it's your turn. Time to let Chunky in. Now, here's the funny thing. If you walk up to the door with any other character, the door actually slams in their face. So you can't actually enter the boss with anyone other than the Kong on the door. I have tried that before. It's interesting. I didn't know that. So, if you're ever playing Donkey Kong 64 and you're wondering why you can't enter with anyone else, that's why. Okay. Chunky seems terrified. And he shrugs it off. I wouldn't shrug it off so early. We're met with the same boss that Diddy Kong faced in Angry Aztec. The Dragonfly. And he looks pissed. Or she looks pissed, I don't know. And Chunky is really worried. Although he's got nothing to worry about. If this boss was anything like an Angry Aztec, Chunky should have this one in the bag. He lands to have a go at Chunky as Chunky throws a TNT barrel at him. Already off to a good start. If the boss is like this, Chunky should have no problems at all beating the boss. Fierce battle. A lot of fireballs being rained down from the sky as Chunky is avoiding them beautifully with relative ease. It's not even really a challenge here for Chunky. The Dragonfly lands and lets out a shockwave, and Chunky manages to just hit him with the TNT barrel. Nicely done. I was surprised that Chunky didn't get hit by that shockwave. Honestly, that was really close and good timing on Chunky's behalf. The dragon then again starts his fireball barrage. I wonder, is Chunky going to be able to keep this up? He seems to be doing really well, avoiding those fireballs very carefully. He's not mucking around here. Ooh, one wrong move though. The dragon powers up a big blast and unleashes a flame wall. Man, that's terrifying. The trick here is to go to the edge of the map. The dragon now unleashes a shockwave and Chunky jumps over it and throws the TNT barrel at him. Nicely done. I dare say the dragon is getting furious about this. I would be too. But now what's going to happen? I think the dragon's getting frustrated and starts pounding on the floor. The whole stage is starting to shake. He lectures Chunky. I really don't know what he's lecturing him about, but I have a bad sinking feeling about this. I think the boss is sending the whole stage into chaos. He said if he can't defeat Chunky, he's going to take him down with him. Nailing Chunky with Chunky nails him with another TNT barrel, and there's a big barrel here for Chunky to grow in size. Chunky lays the smackdown. Nice. Throws a big right hook. Or was that a left hook? Again, the dragon is furious though, unleashing a barrage of fireballs at Chunky, but Chunky is not phased in the slightest. Chunky again powering up with his mega transformation and lays the smackdown on the dragon. Lots of punches being thrown left, right, and a big punch. Chunky is finally getting hit by the dragon, but Chunky has a lot of health and this dragon has copped a whooping. Will this be enough to defeat the dragon? The music is speeding up. Chunky does a weird spinning move, but will this be enough? Oh, he didn't land as many hits though. This is a bit concerning. The dragon is unleashing more fireballs. The music is getting faster, so I wonder if this will be enough, or will Chunky drown in lava with the dragon? Getting close. The stage is almost reaching the bottom, and Chunky unleashes a final punch, splatting the dragon against the wall. He unleashes a light. Nope, the dragon gives up. I think the dragon has had enough. He emerges from the lava. He looks defeated. He curses at Chunky and goes down in flames. As the key is released and Chunky beat him with little to no effort at all. As the boss portal disappears, we are now done with Fungi Forest. So goodbye Fungi Forest, and welcome to whichever the next stage is. And let's go visit Calum Z, shall we? Or Clumsy, or however the heck you say his name. Now let's jump off here. There's no way to get down. Oh, that's funny. Just watching Chunky falling to his doom. Alrighty. So off to Calum Z's we go. Number 1 teleport pad. That's where we want to go. Into Calum Z's area. And we unlock the number 5 padlock. Calum Z celebrates, which sends a vibration off into the DK Isles. Let's see what this unlocks. There was a rock covering one of the ears in the Donkey Kong Island, and that now smashes open. And the big rock, which was next to Calum Z's cage, also shatters open, revealing a cannon. Interesting. Maybe we'll go check that one out first. The cannon is right behind Calum Z's area, so we'll go there first. Now, I'm not going to say anything until we get there, but we enter into the cannon and get shot up into the sky. This area is Creepy Castle. I'm going to tell you that for a reason. We exit Creepy Castle though. We're not going to enter Creepy Castle just yet, because there is another area that we need to go to first. So, shall we? I might even fast forward this part because it's a little bit boring. So, I'll leave it be until we get there. Ah, we've unlocked a triangle pad with Chunky. Chunky plays the triangle, but nothing happens. I think I may have unlocked that before. Can we make that gap? I don't know. But what I'm going to do is see if I can get the other teleport pad, or the other music pad. We'll head in here and swap characters. As we enter into the Angry Aztec lobby, there is a tag barrel here. So we swap to Lanky. And we head back out. Okay. And the rocks have respawned. Okay, I didn't realize that. I think the trick is that you have to go all the way back. And we try to make the gap, but Lanky falls off. So I'm going to fast forward this bit and see how we go. Lanky grabs out the saxophone and plays his tune on his instrument pad after all that mucking around. And nothing happens. We must have done these before. So let's see if we can make the gap up here. How do we make the gap? There's no vine or anything. Whoa, close. I think we might need to swap to Tiny. So we'll fast forward until we can get... Enjoy. Oh, we're back with Tiny, and she ponytail twirls around the corner to a crystal level? Must be an ice level. It looks like ice, although it's gorgeous. Almost looks like diamonds or crystals. It looks quite nice. We swap back to Chunky, and we punch the side wall, which unlocks this room. And there's a blueprint guy here. Chunky grabs a rock. The blueprint guy decides to lay the smackdown on Chunky and is quite furious. Man, this guy's relentless. He's just not letting up. I think we pissed him off. I don't know what we did. Maybe we just invaded his privacy. Maybe that's why he's so angry. There is a switch here which open up some doors. In case you guys weren't wondering, those doors are for Wrinkly Kong. She was in Donkey Kong Country 3, and I'm not sure which other one. I think she was in number 2 as well. She was one of the helpful characters. You could either save your game at hers, or she would give you advice, much like Cranky Kong would. Now there is that banana that we just saw in the lava, and I don't know how we're going to get that, so we'll have to come back to that later. And Chunky decides to grab out his triangle. That's a good idea, defeating the blueprint guy. And that blueprint belongs to Lanky. So we'll have to come back with Lanky and grab that one later. We still have 120 bananas, and we must be close to a banana door. So, Chunky slowly and carefully taking the rock to the switches, he places it down on those doors. So as I suspect, those doors allow you to gain access to those sections with Wrinkly Kong. Now, unfortunately in Donkey Kong 64, she mentions that she passes away or has passed away. Oh, there's a jet barrel there for Diddy Kong. Well, nothing in the sky. Maybe that jet barrel is what we need to take to get to the lava stage, to get the banana. That makes logical sense. Fair enough, I guess that's what we need to do then, isn't it? So, it's 65 bananas to enter here, and I did a little bit of research. It's 80 bananas to enter Crystal Caves. So, I'm going to leave it with you guys to decide whether you want me to play Crystal Caves or Creepy Castle, and depending on the winning vote, that will be the next episode. Till next time, Magnus. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.